Hello, thank you once again for coming back as we seek to understand MDM financing solution. So I'll log into again the core module, select core module, put in the username, put in the password, and then log in. So we have talked about the master maintenance, and we were now talking about the transactions. So I started with the inventory vouchers, and so far I have covered the first 5: purchase requisition, purchase order, goods receipt note, purchase invoice, and purchase return. So I'll skip through all these and I'll come to the quotation stroke pro forma. So what is a quotation stroke a pro forma? The menus that we described above here are entirely on the supplier side. So you issue those documents, that interaction or those transactions are made with the supplier. Now when we come down here, these other transactions I'm going to speak about are made with your customer. So for example, a customer comes into your shop and they want to know your prices in order to make an LPO, a local purchase order. So I'll double click. So it's called a quotation stroke a pro forma invoice. So when you come here, you select your supplier. The date, of course, is automatically generated from the system, but in case you want to backdate, you can still do that. And then the terms of payment. So you keep adding here the items. Say for example, he wants say Minute Maid. So you specify the quantities of how many they want, and then make a quotation, call it a pro forma. So this quotation or pro forma is what is used by your buyer or your customer in order to make an LPO. So that's a quotation. I'm going to get still back into the details of that. Okay, so from a quotation, we now have what we call a delivery note. So after you have given your customer a quotation, your customer issues you with an LPO, local purchase order, and then from a local purchase order, you sell to that customer. Now the selling, of course, is done on the till module. I'm going to show you that. Maybe let's just show it a little. So let's say you have made a purchase, rather a quotation of Minute Maid 20 pieces. So if I simply log out here and log into the till module right there, so you can now sell to that customer from here. So let me say I'm selling it was Minute Maid, yes, Minute Maid, and then let's say I'm selling the 20. So let me say I'm selling the 20. I'll press F10 to enter the cash, so that is 140. Then I'll press enter. I'll not choose the customer for this case, so I'll select enter. So all I'm interested in right now is this receipt number. I'm not interested in all other fields. I'll just pick the receipt number, copy it. So I've sold that under that receipt number. I'll come back to the core module, transactions, inventory vouchers. That was explaining this part of the delivery note. So I've made a quotation for the customer, they have made an LPO, they have now purchased. So they want me to make a delivery note for them. So when we get into this, we select the supplier, and then I'll come down here to select the transaction number. The shortcut is Ctrl T. So when I press this, then I paste in the receipt number. And once I double click, it now opens for me what that supplier bought, and this is how the delivery note is generated. So I'm still going to get back to the part of the delivery note a little later. So however, that's how you generate a delivery note. You save it and then later print it. I'm going to come back to that. Now from a delivery note, you also make what we call a tax invoice, a sales tax invoice, sales stroke tax invoice. So the tax invoice is where you feed in the details of the customer, and then it returns a TIN number for you to make for them a tax invoice. In this era, URA has come up to do this kind of task, that whenever you are issuing an invoice, You now have to go through their system, and our system is actually integrated with URA, and we have the certificate that allows us to install for a customer who is interested in that part of fiscalization. I'll explain that a little later in detail. However, you can visit our website channel.co.ug to read a little more about this IFRS, and you'll find some content there for you. So that's how you make a sales stroke tax invoice, but in this system it's not fiscalized. In the other system that we integrated with URA, it is fiscalized. Details of fiscalization I'll share with you in a comprehensive video of the integrated version. So those are the transactions that you can carry out with your customer or the buyer. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our content.